Hey guys, what's up? It's UniformWarrior, and today we're back with another paracord video. This video is on how to make a fishtail paracord bracelet, and we're going to be using two colors, so it looks pretty cool. The two colors I have chosen are fire pattern and then a gold, and I'll leave the links in the description as always. So the first thing we're going to do is actually these two strands of cord together. You're just going to want to go ahead and cut those, and then you're going to melt both the sides, and then you're just going to put them together and roll them in your fingers. The key to making this work is pressing them a little bit and then rolling it. That's what really makes it work and stay tight. Otherwise it's gonna end up breaking while you're trying to braid the cord, and it's just gonna be a challenge. So make sure you do it right the first time, and if you don't do it right the first time, then just go ahead and rip it apart and then do it again. So after doing that, you're just gonna go ahead and bend it a little off from the melted area, and then you're going to measure that against your wrist, take off about a ½ inch, and then you're going to bend the cord backward, and then you're going to do one cobra stitch just to hold it in place. Also, something I noticed about this bracelet is it's one of my favorite because it's just so comfortable to wear. If that's something that's important to you, then keep that in mind when choosing what braid to do, because this one is very comfortable. Another thing is this bracelet actually looks nice because it's a somewhat thick bracelet, but it's not thick in the sense of how deep it is off of your wrist, which I really like. If you have smaller wrists but you like the design of the thicker bracelets, then this one is pretty much perfect for you. After you tighten the cobra stitch, make sure you check it against your wrist and make sure that it is the right size, and then go off of that because you want to make sure that it is the right size before you move on. Now this is actually where we're going to start with a fishtail braid. Then you're going to go ahead and start with the left cord, and it is going to go over your left middle cord and then under your right middle cord and then off to the right side. Then you're going to take the top right cord, so in my case it's going to be the gold cord, and it is going to go over the middle right strand and then under the middle left strand. And then you're going to curl it back around, and it's going to go over the middle left strand and under the middle right strand. Then you're going to pull that tight, and as you do that, make sure you push the middle part of the braid up towards the top. Mine ended up being a little bit thicker on the right side of the braid, and that was just because I tightened it a little too much as I did this. Then you're just going to do the exact same thing with the top right strand, which in my case is the fire strand. It's just going to go over the middle right strand, under the middle left strand, and then curl back around and go over the middle left strand and under the middle right strand. And you're going to tighten that and push it towards the top, just like I said. And then you're just going to go ahead and continue doing that until you get about down to the bottom. Once that bottom loop is getting pretty tight, you're going to want to go ahead and tie a cobra stitch just to make sure that everything stays in place, because you don't want it coming undone after you've done this. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the right strand, which once again in my case is the fire strand, and you're going to put it down through the middle loop. Then you're going to take the left strand, the gold strand in my case, and it's going to go up through the middle loop. Then the fire strand is going to go up through the gold loop, and the gold strand is going to go down through the fire loop. Then you're just going to want to tighten this, and as you do that, just make sure the knot part is in the middle of the loop, if that makes any sense, because you don't want to tighten it to the right too much, you don't want to tighten it to the left too much. Then you're going to go ahead and go to the other end of the bracelet and find your two main loops that you started with. One will be the Paracord color and one will be the gold, and then you're going to pull the appropriate strands through those loops. So in my case, with the way that the cords ended, the gold went through the Paracord and the Paracord went through the gold loop. Then you're just going to go ahead and put that over your wrist and make sure that it fits over the largest part of your wrist. And then you're going to want to mark that spot, and then this is where we're going to tie the knot. Now, like I always say, you can do any knot that you want here, and I generally choose to just do a square knot just because I prefer the look of that. So that's what I'm going to do in this case here. When you do this, make sure the strands stay on their own sides, if that makes any sense. And make sure you check to make sure that one of the strands isn't longer than the other. And then you're just going to go a little bit off of the knot and cut, and then you're going to go ahead and singe both of those separately, and then you are done. So if you guys enjoy this tutorial and you end up making this, then make sure you tag me in any of your pictures on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, anything like that. Let me know if you make it in the comments. And if you guys enjoy this, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.